Hey, Yuuma here again with another Moonlight Blade mobile video. Today we're going to be covering some Joust footage of Strategist, the new class. It's been pretty fun so far. I like the first set, but the second set's more up my alley. But where I got the best fight I've had in today's footage, right here, versus LDK, he is legend title. I'm currently champion, so he's at least 2k prowess above me, so we're fighting an uphill battle here. Luckily, he's not as aggressive as other swordsmen, so was able to get some decent combos off and a good fight going on here. So what I'd like to do initially, I'm a big fan of the third skill Shadow and the fourth skill Shadow. Third skill Shadow for knockup and fourth skill Shadow for combo extensions. I usually use the third skill there too to try to get through, like get out of combos as well if they make a mistake. Right now is a pretty even fight. We're both making mistakes. Luckily we got our ward off again, our fifth skill. So I do autos during the ward. I don't waste skills anymore. So I do 3 autos or as many autos as I can before the pop-up. And I go for the strike down. If he didn't have his fifth skill, I could have had a much larger combo, but don't worry, you'll see that in other fights here. So that was the fourth skill Shadow just now. Into a strike down, into a third skill Shadow knockup again. It's just a lot of fun. I was button mashing auto attacks a little bit too much there. I was having way too much fun with it. It was a very close fight. Unfortunately, I couldn't secure the win here. I could have if he didn't have escape, but it was such a good effort on my end trying to beat him here. I went for the aggressive ward, just try to finish him off. But it was, oh bro, look at his health. Literally less than 1% right there. And this guy just teabagging me. Anyways, we got the second match, a mirror matchup versus Soju. I think we're pretty close in power. Maybe, I think I'm 2k above him now because he's hero, I'm champion. So we both go for the range skill, second skill, Shadow. I feel like in mirror matchups, the first to use their ward actually loses, in my opinion. If you do a mirror matchup, I recommend you trying out warding second. For those who don't play the class, ward is the fifth skill, the big dome. So you can see the combo that I was trying to pull off there now. A lot better than the first footage or the first spar that we have with the swordsman. I was able to pull it off better to some extent. By the way, the footage is all out of order. It's not like from latest to recent or recent to latest. I just mashed it all up together. So some fights I may have looked worse and some fights I might have looked better. That could have been an improvement, or who knows, I don't know. So he wards. I should have just walked away. I literally just walked into the dome like a dumbass, but I warded next. Again, I feel like whoever wards second wins these matchups. I didn't get the strike down. I wasn't fast enough. Able to get the knockup again. Still missed the strike down. I'm just fucking stupid. It's not like I'm out of range. The strike down range is really, really not easy to hit, to be honest. It's quite... I'm a loss for words. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways. Get the strike down finally. And we call it a GG. Honestly, that was a prowess stiff. I wasn't doing anything too crazy or too fancy. Maybe I would have still won even if it wasn't prowess stiff, but I didn't play that well there. Now we got a match versus a Flutist. Weaker than me because they're hero title, unless they didn't get to upgrade. But again, I have the advantage here. They went for a block, so I'm just trying to stay away so they don't counter on me. I thought they were gonna be in range to use their skill, so I wanted to use my block to bait out their bubble. Didn't work out. They bubbled anyways. I went for the dash. I predicted him charging in, so I actually bubbled. It is a very risky play. If he didn't go in and I bubbled, I would have just wasted the bubble there. But luckily he went in, so I was able to predict that. He attacked me during my block, so I got the block off into my third skill, Shadow. As you can see, I love the third skill, Shadow, so much. It's like my bread and butter for easy knock-ups and easy strike downs. Trying to get the range. You can see me smashing for the second skill. Trying to get the shadows off. He goes for the block again. So I'm just trying to stay away so he doesn't like counter on me. I'm just trying to keep distance. I thought he might go for the bubble, so I used my block again. Wasted it. You gotta take these risks sometimes, you know? You gotta try to play predictive instead of too passive or too aggressive. I got the counter off on him because I knew he was gonna counter me after I hit his block. I love bait blocking. It's very satisfying. So that was a pretty chill fight. Not the most aggressive Flutist I fought. It was very passive there. Now we're fighting a fairy. We're both around the same prowess. We're both champions. I know she's gonna puppet string me because every time they throw that little projectile at me, they can puppet you. So I just go with the flow here. She has no more escapes left, so I go for the ward into a bunch of autos. I get the first skill off, surprisingly. I thought she would do something crazy. She blocks, so I block. It's the same block timer, even though it looks like it isn't. And so once I know that my block is about to end, I just press counter and it goes through her block. Because the visuals stay a little longer than it actually is for fairy blocks. She gets a good combo on me here, but I have a pretty good lead, so I'm not too worried. So again, she blocked first, so I blocked next. And I know that her block ends after my block. So even though my block looked like it's near the end, as long as she hit me and I counter, it would have gone through. I go for the ward again after her escape. Bunch of autos into a strike down and into my 4th skill Shadow. I love 4th skill Shadow. Even if people say China doesn't do it, I do it. Whatever works for me. Into another dash Shadow knock up. Into strike down. She blocks. But it's pretty much GG here. Even if she strings me up and does a combo, I'm in a safe spot here. She messed up her combo there. I was able to block, but yeah, anyways, I just kind of pushed through on that last engagement there. Okay. So now we got the Beggar matchup. I fight Yang so many times. If you saw in my first impressions video, I fought Yang like 4 or 5 times. So this is the next day and I still fight Yang. So it's very nice. Yang likes to always go with the counter first. And if you're playing Beggar, I don't recommend using your counter at the beginning. It's a waste. But gets the initiative on me here. Go for a bunch of autos, more autos, into a strike down, into 4th skill Shadow, into 3rd skill Shadow, into a bunch of range attacks, and then I was gonna use my last skill, the first one, but he already recovered by then. Go for a block. Somehow got a strike down. I don't even know what I did there. Not gonna lie, I can't recall. All my stuff is on cooldown. I'm trying to break 3 with my 3rd skill because it does have suppression on it. He goes for a block. I couldn't block in time. and he had his dog ready. Knock up, got the ward up, the 5th skill. Bunch of autos again into a strike down. You can see I have my set combo that I always go to. Just know that there are plenty of other combos you can do, and I don't want you to get into this comfortable play style of using the same combo over and over like I do. You want to be flexible. I'm just not that advanced of a player, so I like to stick with what I know. But if you want to improve, you definitely want to try other combos, because based on cooldowns or your matchups, there's always going to be something better that you could do. And right here, I'm about to whiff and almost flop. But luckily I got my 5th skill, so I'm like, ha, you almost got me, Yang. The thing is, I played Beggar before this, and I was a pretty good Beggar. Like, my Beggar is definitely better than my Strategist, 100%. But I still played that like ass, I'm not gonna lie. Beggar is so much fun. I do miss it, but I do enjoy Strategist. So we got another mirror matchup. Mr. Fu Yu. He's weaker than me. He's hero title. It's hero, champion, legend, and then I don't know what else is after that. We're not there yet. Well, some whales are, but we're not there. Again, I like using my ward second. Don't use your ward first, is what I say. So these guys are still learning the class just like I am, so it's just newbie versus newbie, but I'm the better newbie. I don't know if that's something to be proud about, but yeah, we're just shadow trading right now, but I already got the advantage here. Oh. He wards me again. But I mean, like, what can he do now? In this situation, he has to ward. I ward second, and I get the initiative. It's all about initiative. That's the issue. And the thing is, your combo will cut short if I get to ward second. So always ward second for those who watch my video. If you're fighting a mirror matchup. At least when it's like the same prowess. But that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I appreciate y'all. Lots of love. Until the next video.